to the Rhythm and Rescue channel and see if it went live there. I'm hoping it did. It should, as long as I did everything right. But you never know, because I'm just a human being.
I'm just one man.
I'm a real boy.
It says it's waiting for you.
You're so silly.
Well, then it's probably on a delay.
Is he live from studio? Started 3 seconds ago.
Is it showing anything or no? Okay, it's showing live.
There you are.
Sweet.
I see you.
We are live on YouTube.
I see you.
Yeah. I love it. And we're going to have to reach out and let the lucky winner know.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, little friend?
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. Mommy, the show's over.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, I forgot to come out.
The show's
Oh,
over?
Do we need a different show?
We do.
Okay.
The party's
I
over.
would say make sure you hit your whiskey pretty early on because you guys seem to forget about it sometimes.
Hey, we've already got people watching on Rhythm and Rescue. Woot, woot. That's fantastic. Is Greg live? He's not live yet. No, he's actually over on photo on that one. So, yeah, I do that all the time. I'm like, all right, start. And then it doesn't start. We are live on YouTube, sir.
All right.
All right, so that was from the thing. Let's see, we've got subscribers, the Whiskey, Monte Carlo night, Derek's commitment, and my shows. Oh, we got 3 over on Rhythm and Rescue already.
Yeah, all right.
I'm one of them. Actually, you're one of them.
He's watching himself.
I'm watching myself.
Narcissist.
Oh, wow. Let's not turn it into that kind of podcast.
Just
I
kidding.
already listened to one of those
All right.
where all the women are constantly saying that their ex-boyfriends are narcissists. All right, we're going to get ready to fire this thing up again. Yeah, go ahead and fire me up, James.
All right, let's do this thing.
As soon as Greg sits down, we are ready to go. All right, and hold on. 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to another episode, an amazing episode. This is a fantastic episode
An
because
exciting episode.
this is the episode where we get to announce the winner of the subscriber drive that we had going on YouTube for
Ding,
the
ding,
Rhythm
ding,
and
ding,
Rescue
ding.
channel. But welcome back to the Rhythm and Rescue channel. My name is Chuck Weimer.
I'm Chief Atkinson.
I'm producer Jamie.
And I'm Nikita.
That was so cute. She was looking and she's like, "Do I get to talk
Yeah.
again?"
Am I chiming in? 2 episodes in a row.
All right, let's be fair on this one because we've done it for everybody else who's first started talking on the microphones. Which, by the way, congratulations! I didn't have to tell you how to use a microphone, and you are so far the only person to include my co-host.
I knew he was going to do that. You do know I was in radio, right?
I do.
I do know how to
And
use
yet-
a microphone.
And yet, I've had to tell you, you gotta make your voice cross the microphone in order for it to pick it up. But you're the first person that actually uses it correctly as far as guests go. Jamie and I, we went through a class, so that's where we learned how to do it the right way. So congratulations. William Madden is back in. That's awesome.
All right, Willie.
And yeah, so we get to announce the winner of the Hui hat.
How
Which is
long
provided
have we been doing this drive? Like at least 3 weeks.
3 weeks,
Yeah.
4 weeks, 4 weeks.
Yeah, about 4 weeks.
No. Well, technically six episodes, I
There you
think it
go.
is. But yeah, 3 weeks.
That's awesome.
But we did get the winner, so we'll announce that here in a little bit. And but we got other super fantastic
It
news.
is just it's been a great day.
It really has.
It's been a great day.
So we got news about your son
Yes.
right as we were transitioning between these two episodes.
Yes.
So what happened?
So, as many of you know who've listened before, my oldest son played college basketball in Illinois, and my third child, my second son, Derek, just got his commitment to Earlham College in Richmond, Indiana. Congratulations, son, signing your letter of intent. I'm so proud of you. So now I will have 2 sons that play college basketball, and I still can't jump over paper. But but I have two very athletic sons who God knows where they got it from. But they are much like his brother, he's worked so hard to get to this point, and it's just exciting. You know how it is as a dad.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
exciting to watch
Oh,
your
yeah.
kids succeed at the things they love.
Congratulations, Derek. Super proud of you.
Yeah.
I don't know you, but I will eventually, I'm sure, because
So we were
you
trying
know.
to get him out here in July, but now with the signing, there's no way. He's
gotta
going to
go
be
camp.
he's going to be starting camp and he's going to be starting workouts, and so
That's awesome.
but that's okay. I would much rather him do that and succeed at the things he loves,
Yeah.
and hopefully we'll get him out here soon. But congratulations, Derek.
That's awesome.
That's a lot of
In 4
dedication.
years, hopefully, we have that celebration with our son
Yeah.
with football.
Absolutely.
Will says congratulations. Tune in 4 years from now. Let's find out if Matthew got picked up by college.
I
And we'll,
still hope we're doing this 4 years from now.
do you?
Don't you? Chuck's like, I think we've already gone too far as it is.
No.
I think in 4 years from now, it'd be quite interesting to see what happens here.
No doubt.
Holy
Yeah.
cow.
No.
Yeah.
What's funny is as I'm going through and I'm sitting there and I do all the editing and everything in the background because we just do this
Because I
at
can't.
my place. We do it at my place, so it makes a lot of sense for me to just procrastinate all the way up until the point when I decide to go ahead and do it. I did 2 episodes today, but there's a little spot on there for season and episode, and I'm looking forward to because I didn't get to do it with Whiskey Texas and you
Yeah.
because my other co-host was kind of a knucklehead, but I want to get to season 2 episode whatever.
I'm
So
not
when
a
are we gonna-
knucklehead.
My other
I know I said I'm not a
co-host.
knucklehead. I'm so excited.
So when are we going to call the seasons?
Annually.
So when we started this in
So we-
March,
We have to get to
April.
March to call.
or
season
actually,
two,
I
is
think
that-
we should just
Well,
say
we'll go
January.
January. Yeah, January will be
January will be good.
January.
Yeah.
It'll be the marker.
Let's go every 6 months.
Because we
That's
have
a good
kind
idea,
yeah.
actually.
Oh, you said 6 months?
Yeah, about every 6 months. Because that'll put us right around. That'll be close to January, right?
This ain't
What do we
TV.
start? I know.
It started in
Fine.
It's gonna be
April,
like
March?
Yellowstone's gonna be out for like 9 months and
Didn't
then
you
come
start
back.
in April?
Then we're gonna do
Season
Water and
5,
Whining, right? It's a
Part
spin off
B.
from Rhythm and Rescue.
We are gonna run out of liquor.
We're gonna switch to rum. That's a callback, boys and girls. Go check the
Yeah.
last episode.
That's what that's called. That's a callback.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talk about rum in the previous episode. So that's awesome, man. Derek got himself is it a full ride, did he say?
We haven't got all the details. It's still coming in, but they've already got the picture of him up, and the school's already promoting him. So the Atkinson name is starting to get kind of a big name throughout the
Taylor's-
Midwest.
Yeah.
And but because of them, not because of me, but
Can you
because
scroll
of
that over
them.
to the side?
Yeah,
so
we
I can
can't see it. We need
Yeah.
we need it bigger for us to be able to see
Taylor
it.
said it's a really redneck version of Friends.
Who said ride or die? Somebody said
Pivot,
ride or die.
pivot, pivot,
All right.
pivot.
So I don't know if we can do this. Can you like bring that a little bit closer so that I can see it?
Put your reading glasses on.
And
Not a
that
full
doesn't
ride,
help.
4 years. He's so it's 4 year, not a full ride, but
Twist
he gets
a
it
little
for all
bit
4
toward
years.
Greg.
So that's exciting. That's a good deal.
There you go. Perfect. All right. Now maybe I can see things.
Taylor said, "Need me to yell?" Yes, Taylor. They need you to yell.
Yeah. Yes.
Squint, you can
She
hear
said,
it
"I
better.
got you."
Why are you yelling
guess
at him? Stop all
because
caps. No,
She was told to.
Oh goodness.
Game Changer's on. Okay.
Thank you guys.
Game
Thank you.
Changer said you don't want to see it yet. And of course, William said congratulations.
Ton
I
of
think we
people
pointed
saying
that out earlier.
congratulations. Thank you guys. That's
Well, that's
That's
'cause you got
exciting
a
for
ton
us.
of people on your TikTok, and I don't.
well.
I have
you're getting
8?
there, yeah.
Yes.
Man, we're doing good. I can't see those little numbers. It's like watching ants over there.
Again, put your glasses on.
That doesn't help. They're for close. I have no glasses that help from far. Those would be telescopes.
So
Binoculars. Get
Use
some
some
binoculars.
well,
I-
this.
I
You know
s-
how
Don't
we
you have
talked.
some?
You know how we talked in pre-planning about let's not derail.
Oh no. My weak eye squints, so I need a telescope. Binoculars are for both eyes when you keep them both open.
This is why we don't do scripts. We wouldn't pay attention to it anyway.
Not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit.
We even have a handwritten one right here in front of us.
Points, and you're not even. It's fine. It's
So for those that are watching on YouTube, this is kind of fantastic. We finally hit the 50 subscriber mark, and
Woo!
we're gonna set this up as a little teaser. All right, that's what they call that in the
Mhm.
radio business.
That's a tease.
Greg used to be a radio jockey,
I did.
disc jockey. What were you? Were you
A
a
DJ.
disc jockey or
Yeah,
a
disc.
VJ?
Captain Jack
disc jockey.
Sparrow's to
DJ.
read
Yeah,
the
we didn't have
text.
VJ yet. I was still mid 90s.
Yeah,
Joe had a
V,
pirate eye
Victor.
in the debate.
Joe had a lot of issues. So
Comments.
we're gonna set this up as a little teaser, but we got some news for you. If you're watching on YouTube, you kind of got the idea. But we're gonna set this up for our first sponsor, and all this is me just dropping a marker on here so I know where to put it. And then, and when you come back, here we are. We hit 50 subscribers on YouTube, man.
50 subscribers on YouTube, man.
50 subscribers.
50 subscribers.
We're so excited. People are like going for millions, and we're
Yeah.
like, we hit 50.
There are people listening
Yay!
right now going, there's only 50 subscribers. You
Yeah.
know what? We worked hard for those 50, doggone.
Well,
Sure did.
What people don't realize is in the beginning, it takes some time to try and get 50 people to go over and look at something that has no content.
It's an absolute snowball effect, and you're exactly right.
Yeah.
So the more
It's that
content we get
snowball
up,
you
the
threw
more.
at the brick wall.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the snowball we threw at the break. That's a callback, boys and girls. That's the last episode. Go back and check it out. So yeah, it takes a second to get rolling, and
Yeah.
so the first couple of weeks we were just kind of chugging along, and then we got a little momentum, and then all of a sudden we kind of took. So yeah, now we're live on YouTube. We have our own YouTube channel live.
Well,
Yeah.
and did it just today, earlier. I know you made a post about 7 more needed.
Yeah.
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 So between whenever you posted that today to now, all of a sudden those 7
Right.
happened.
So that's just it. So that first week, I don't think we got 7 in that first week. And then the second week we bumped a little bit. And then the third week it kind of got momentum. And then yeah, going into the night, we only needed 7 people and boom, it took off. What?
Your daughter.
Taylor's ridiculous. So Taylor said, "What snowballs are you throwing? They never come back."
Dear goodness. Oh goodness.
Taylor's why we get off.
Oh my gosh. Well, I don't know about terms and conditions. We still got to look at that and figure that kind of stuff out. So I don't Game Changer. We can't announce that one until we go into After Dark.
Yeah.
Um,
That's the subscriber only mode there.
now that we're live on YouTube, we got to make sure that we read the terms of service and make sure that we don't say the things that
Oh,
we're not allowed
man.
to say. So yeah, that's pretty cool though. We got 50 subscribers. We're now live on YouTube, and part of this is kind of transitioning from having everything over on the Divine Fire and Rescue
Yep.
and everything over on the Chuck Weimer Music.
Which is
and
where
were
we
just like,
started.
the Rhythm and Rescue is the thing. Let's go ahead and try
Merge
and
'em,
yeah,
yeah.
let's have Rhythm and Rescue have its own stuff instead of
Let's
us
be
trying
honest
to-
though, those first couple of episodes, neither one of us were sure it was going to be a thing. We were like, we're gonna try this and we're gonna see. And
Well, I knew
be
Rhythm part
honest-
was going to be there because I have
wow,
nothing else to do at night, so I was going to be sitting here talking to myself.
To be
somebody was
honest,
going to be on a mic.
The
It just
two of
mattered.
you just like getting together and having a drink and talking. And it
Really,
just makes sense to put the microphones in front of you and just put it out there because
Yes.
You know, it's funny because when we get together, people are like, "You guys are hilarious. This should be recorded," and we're like, "It is.
it is.
You
Yeah.
should go check it out. It's
Uh-huh.
funny."
So to be fair, this isn't done for monetary gain. This isn't done for
Dear
anything.
God, no.
This is only done so that me and Greg
We're
can
losing
hang out.
money.
This
No.
is only done so me and Greg can hang out because we have to have a reason.
Well, and
Because
our
otherwise we don't
schedules-
slow down.
Well, our schedules are so busy that it's our scheduled
Well,
friend time.
Yeah.
We made the schedule, and in the last week, I think
We've had to
changed
change
3
it, yes.
days
Yeah.
because of
I mean,
stuff that's
so-
come up.
But it's like this is the way to make sure that we get together.
And we're about to have another change that's coming down the line because we ended up having a show.
I already
booked.
took care of it.
Yeah, well, Nikita knows, but I'm sure you don't yet.
Of course
Um,
not. That is, you knew I was married. That's
But-
good. Yeah.
But there's Uvalde Radio.net has invited us to come out and do a band show out there. So that's
that
the
has
reason
nothing
we.
to do with his. This one.
It was not but
No.
that's one of the things that was coming up. They wasn't it Uvalde that
No.
Robert Miguel.
We are going out there, but it has nothing to do with the podcast getting changed. It was
Oh.
the listening room.
Oh, that's right. That was a
See,
San Antonio
he doesn't even
listening
know
room.
what he's talking about.
better.
So not only was I not in the know about it, neither were you. And
But
it's
I
your
was supposed
show.
to be because she asked me. She's like, "What do you think?" And I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do
He
it."
Yeah,
knew
sounds
what
great.
was going on. He just
So listening room. So
P-
we changed the
PTS
podcast
PTSD
recording.
memories. They suck.
Yeah, that's true. So the recording, our next recording will be changed because of the
No,
listening
it's
room.
the 31st.
the 31st. We just changed it to
Yeah.
a day, just to
Yeah,
change
you
the
could've
day.
just said yes.
Yeah.
You know how I knew I had a recording tonight?
I just didn't want you to.
She told me.
I didn't want you to think that next week you're like, no, Chuck said we didn't have to do it.
Okay, just a word of advice: don't listen to him.
Never.
Make sure you check with Nikita because we.
Oh yeah, no, neither one of us
Communicate.
actually. Neither one of us actually like when we talk to each other. We're like, did you check with Jamie? Did you check with Nikita? We can't do things on our own. We're gonna mess this up.
I'm really
So-
worried about when I'm gone next month.
No, do you go to Colorado next month?
August is
Yeah,
so-
August.
next month already.
That's by the time this comes out, that's a couple days away.
Yeah, I know it is.
Everything will be coming off the rails at that point.
Oh my gosh.
August 4th. I'm gonna be
I
like
literally
tuning in.
adjusted my schedule to be.
Thank God.
We can't be left unattended.
So hold on. Let me tell you a story about something that happened in the studio one time because I can anticipate.
Excuse me, I'll just throw that.
I can anticipate. We can get to that. It's a short story. I can anticipate this coming up though. So when we're in studio, Mac usually is the one who's recording me as I'm doing my guide vocals and guide guitar and everything. And we bang out the guitar real quick, and then I go into the studio and I record the guide vocals, right? And
Right.
Mac is usually doing the recording of the guide vocals.
Sure.
Well, at a certain point, he started letting Josh, who was an intern but has now graduated to engineer, so he actually works there, gets paid
Sure.
from the jobs that he does as an engineer. So Josh is in there recording everything, and I'm doing the guide vocal with Josh. Nobody else. Mac and Jamie went on the porch because Mac smokes, and Jamie and him, they talk business to
Sure.
line everything else up, right? Josh is treating it like it's a final vocal
Oh,
where
yeah.
he's having me try and go back and do things multiple times. Hey, you can do that better. Let's do it. And I'm like, I'm getting frustrated, right? And I'm
Yeah.
on
It's a
camera.
guide vocal, dude.
He can see me, right? It's not like he has to wonder what I'm thinking. You can see my face. It's like,
Yeah, you don't have really a poker face.
no, I got subtitles. So
That's what you said about me.
that's what I said about you. Yes, it is. I heard that somewhere, and I love it. I'm going to use that forever.
true.
I'm
My
now
my
stealing.
my face has subtitles, and so I can see this being the case when Jamie goes to Colorado. I can see Nikita coming in here and being like, no, we need to do that
Yeah,
better. We need to,
Re-record that, please. You didn't enunciate your R's. Re-record that.
we're going to be like 57
Where's the
minutes in.
whiskey?
57 minutes in, she's going to be like, make sure you say your name.
So it's a good thing she's here now because she's in training right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
That's it.
She's,
Taylor put in your TikTok, we need an adult to your adult.
so for everybody who's
You know what it deserves.
for everybody who's coming in on YouTube for the first time or Facebook or wherever it is that you're consuming this
Consuming.
wherever
Yeah.
you're consuming this content, if you came here for substance,
Yeah. We might have some at some point.
Where'd that paper go?
There-
There was
there-
some
I-
substance
yeah.
on there.
there's going to be some things
Mm,
like we're going to get some questions and comments through
Yeah.
the Tickety Talks, and we're going to get questions and comments. Hopefully, start through the Facebook and the YouTube and all that stuff.
Feel free. We want those, by the way.
yeah,
Ask
this is-
questions. He's a big name Texas country music artist.
They-
Ask questions about that.
They know me. Don't you can't blow smoke. Anybody who's tuned in right now knows who I am. There's no smoke to be blown here. Let me give a little shout out to Texas Radio One though. They do a podcast called Musicians, Idiots, and Alcohol, and gosh, we sound a lot like them.
I know you were going to say, and we fall in the idiots portion. That's
that's
all right.
true.
and we also have alcohol.
And we
So,
also have alcohol. Should we do
let's
that?
go
now?
ahead
Let's
and,
do that.
Yeah.
let's do our blind excuse me, let's do our blind taste because I don't know what happened, how this happened. We were at Black Creek Bar and Grill in Devine, Texas, and we're going to go ahead and read their ad spot real quick, and then we will get to this review. But we were out at Black Creek Bar and Grill, and Aaron was our bartender, and he's usually our bartender. And Jamie went up to him and said, "Hey, just do a random. We don't want to know what it is, and you tell me, of course, not me, but
Jamie.
tell
our
Jamie,
producer, yeah.
and then we'll see what the guys think. And we've tried whiskeys that we have had in the past, and we gave honest reviews, and it turns out that we weren't lying the
Yeah,
first
it
time
showed-
we drank
It
them.
showed that we're always honest because
Yeah.
We liked what we liked, and we didn't like what we didn't like.
that's 100%.
But this is another blind one, so
Let me tell you about today though.
Oh.
So we get back from
You
visiting.
can't give hints. We don't want.
Oh no, I'm
okay,
not.
all right.
So we get back from visiting our friend at the hospital. So I'm like, hey, we have time. We can stop. Otherwise, I was just gonna pull out some liquor from my cabinet here, and you were gonna do whatever I was
We
gonna
were
pour.
gonna be having vodka.
Yeah, like I was just gonna pour whatever.
You were about to have some
So,
bird
because-
dog.
That's the worst whiskey ever. That's because
'Cause-
it's vodka.
Because quite honestly, I did not want to have to leave the house today after traveling, but we decided to go visit our friend.
Sure.
And I was like, okay, we have time to stop. So we get there to the liquor store, and he starts to unbuckle. I'm like, where you going? You can't go in. It's supposed to be blind. Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
So I had to go over and get the pizza.
Yeah. So
I thought of you both because I went to San Marcos for our conference. There's a Buc-ee's right there, and I thought of you both as we pulled in. I was like, oh, I miss Chuck and Jamie.
You got to just go hug the guy dressed up in
I
the
did-
Bucky.
so he was in there, and they're like, "Oh, Bucky's here," and I was like, "Oh, big guy,
I miss my
I miss
co-host.
my co-host and his wife." All right, so
okay.
All right, so we're on a blind test. This.
Your
God, it
face.
smells like it burns.
Oh, that smells pretty good, actually.
Oh my god! All right, this.
I
When
should
are we gonna
really-
start like doing like daiquiris and stuff?
I got some bird dog out there for you, man. I'm telling you, it's like blackberry. You'll love it.
All right, here we go.
Oh yeah, that's a Balcones.
His face is probably like mine the other day.
Shoot, you don't like that? Pour it in there.
Oh, you big guy.
So
That's actually really good. Hold on, it's got a nice burn. Well, let's hear what he has to say first.
he doesn't
Darn
need to
it.
say.
So
What's hilarious is probably everybody who watches. They're probably like, "Man, Chuck doesn't even not
doesn't
not
even flinch.
I thought he had subtitles, and meanwhile, you're just like,
Yeah. Look,
Like,
when it comes,
he's
when,
lying.
yeah. When it comes to whiskeys, right? There's I like my whiskeys a very particular way. I like them sweet. I like them flavored. I like them, if it
You like
burns,
girly ones.
if it
go get him some of that bird dog.
if it burns, I'm out. Right? That burnt, and
Jamie's gonna go get you one that you can actually enjoy.
that
You're gonna
one-
like this.
that one wasn't horrible, but not something I'm gonna drink.
It's got a nutty flavor to it.
It does have a nutty flavor. I did get that.
Yeah, you catch that in the nose
Yeah.
afterward. I can't believe you like quickly poured that
Yeah,
right back
no,
into my. You're
Not
like
something
"Sip,
I'm going to
done."
drink again. Yeah, I tasted it like I was supposed to. Did she tell us? Are you right? Is it?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure I am. Balcones has a really interesting flavor. It kind of coats the mouth, and
See, for me, that front side was almost a black licorice, and then I got the nutty
Yeah.
taste.
yeah, well, it's not overly powerful for me. So for the stuff that I've had, the rum actually hit a lot harder than this does.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so
really wish I could have
yeah,
had that rum.
it's a
We
re-
got to find a way and sample that.
oh shoot, do we still have the video of you?
Yeah.
We got the second tasting from Jamie. We'll show that later on.
Yeah.
Oh man.
The first tasting, I was like, man, we should have been filming that. And then I said, try it again, see if anything's better. And then it was just as bad the second time. She's like,
Yeah. I was like, yep.
it's like,
That's how I would be with this.
Yeah.
I'm not that. I would not be.
who was it that used to do bitter beer face? Was that Miller? Who was that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right.
Bitter bill face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was what.
So you are correct. It is a balcony.
Yeah. Okay,
Texas
so it's a rye.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and pass that over here. So this is a Balcones. It's a rye. And don't worry, guys, we're going to show you guys here in a second. This is bottled in bond. It's a straight rye whiskey, pot distilled. So, whoops.
And I do want to say, if you're going to drink, make sure you
There we
always
go.
drink responsibly. I have a driver with me. We always make sure we're somewhere safe. It's not something we do out and about, but we like to sample them because we both like whiskey.
Yeah, and this is an adult podcast. This isn't like we're not in here to get all the views, right?
Right.
This is just for people who enjoy the same stuff we enjoy.
Absolutely.
Taylor falls out of the chair. It's not bad. It's about you. You almost fell over.
I thought Chief was going to start talking like Forrest Gump after that drink.
You're drinking.
I,
Taylor said,
I
"Dad,
kept
It is.
running and
It-
running.
it tasted like alcohol, not drinking, rubbing.
I don't know
Rubbing.
why Jenny gave it to me,
Yeah.
but I was burning from the nose.
It was nasty. I'm not going to lie.
Okay, so
Try
did you
that
this one?
try that bird dog.
All right, trying the bird dog.
Yeah, you'll probably like that.
It's like, oh,
It's a
no.
blackberry.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's much better right there. Right.
I'm sending you home with the rest of that.
Oh, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, sir.
Yeah. Did you bring that bottle?
You can
No.
keep
No?
that. You can keep that burning crap. This.
So that's a Bird Dog whiskey that it's a blackberry. It's been sitting in the bottom of my cabinet for a while because
Oh.
Bottom shelf.
I
Send
won't
it with
drink
me.
it. I won't drink it. It's and I don't typically do the candy drinks.
Yeah.
You know,
Even when he's had no whiskey left in the house, he
Yeah, it
has
still
not
sits there.
touched that. That's how much he disliked it.
I will
See-
sit there and I'll be like, nah.
I've got a sweeter palate, man. It's got to be somewhat sweeter. If it's got any bite to it at all, I'm out.
We've had some chocolate whiskeys. We've had
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff back when we were doing the Whiskey Texas and You podcast. And yeah, the sweet ones. I just it's not.
I mean, it's everybody's palate, right? Like
Well, for me, it's just not right. It's
Hey.
like
You say
whiskey.
ripe?
Right.
Oh,
It's
as
not
in
right.
correct,
It's like-
as in the way it should feel. Right?
right? I didn't
Even
know.
Will's laughing at
Hey,
you. He's
oh,
like,
sir.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it sucked, Will. Let me just tell you.
Will, I
Again.
can't remember if you're sober or not. But
He
yeah, this
is.
is definitely he is.
I think so.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Well, he'll tell us
Congratulations.
because he's cool like that. He'll let us
Yeah.
know. But for those that do partake in adult beverages, this is the adulty beverage. And
Game
then
Changer said I should smoke some tree with it. I can't do that. I'm a fire chief. Like,
yeah, we
they-
both
they
have
do pee
urinalysis
test me.
still.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
can't happen.
Taylor said, "Attaboy, Will."
Attaboy, Will. Yeah, get in there.
Yeah, but I like it. I think it's a.
Well, I like the bird dogs.
I've always liked all the balconies though. So yeah, we're gonna definitely send that Bird Dog home with you, and
You
Keita,
can keep the
Keita,
balconies.
you'll probably like it too. It's
I'd let you sample, but you're my DD.
it almost tastes like a fruity drink, and that's
It
one of the things.
absolutely tastes like a fruity drink, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
Because
Will.
it's still a whiskey. You can clown me all you want to, but what's the proof on this? Do you know?
No, do you want me to go get the
Oh,
bottle?
price 7.
Oh, please. Just because it tastes good doesn't mean it's not strong.
If you want to go get the
Yeah, if you
the
want to
bottle.
grab the bottle, let's take a look at that.
Production's doing the production things back there. God, man.
If we didn't have production, you know what?
Oh,
This
there we
script,
go.
you were worried
That's what I
about. You were
needed to
worried
do.
about having conversation pieces.
Well,
This script
we-
has gone out the window.
Hey, we stalled
We're
out last time.
27 minutes in, and we haven't even touched the script.
I had to lower my chair. I was tired of looking at my gut on the camera there. Your gut's hidden by the screen. Is that a 40?
It's still whiskey. That's what I'm saying. It's got to be.
40% alcohol.
By bottle or by volume?
By volume.
Got to drink the whole bottle.
Got to drink the whole bottle to get it. It's 40% if you drink the whole thing.
I think that's
Yeah.
what this is.
The caramel color is added. No crap.
I don't like whiskey. I just like my blue drinks.
Yeah.
Your
Want me to
blue
hold it over
drinks?
here for
Yeah,
you
like
to
blue
see?
Hawaiian.
Yeah, 40% alcohol by volume. So
Yeah. It's not a blended, it's a flake
Yeah.
whiskey. So there is a different
it's 80 proof.
we got a
Proof. How do you know?
Says it.
80 proof. 80
oh, I
proof.
missed that.
80 proof means 40%.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know that stuff.
Yeah, you divide the proof by
Just-
2.
Yep, split it by 2.
Oh.
So
Okay.
for all you that are out there that don't drink or don't know
Yeah.
anything about drinking,
Good for you.
divide the proof.
Oh, Will says he is sober. God bless you,
Yep.
Will.
Yep.
I honestly, this is going to sound bad, and sorry, Chuck. The only time I drink is when I'm with Chuck or I'm at conference. Okay, so we
so
drink
you're
a
surrounded by
lot
a bunch
at
of other
conference.
Chucks, basically.
There was some heavy partaking at conference, but again, the
Yeah.
conference was in the same places. I stayed in the hotel that was attached to the conference.
Had
room,
some
so-
adult sodas out there.
Oh my! The rum was flowing very well.
Oh, nice.
I thought I was a captain there for a second.
Yeah, I don't drink that terribly often, but I do have to.
Yeah, Taylor said,
Yeah,
and
I
a
saw
bunch of
that.
eyes.
Yeah.
I do have to maintain a certain level of not being a cheap date because
Sure.
when you play shows, then people buy you drinks.
Oh,
and
yeah, I
you-
can't.
I can't be sitting there having 9 drinks
I
lined up
can't
on the stage
imagine
and
in
falling
your.
over.
Yeah, I can't imagine in your line of work that you could just stay sober. Like that would be tough.
But even when we're out playing, and it's actually kind of funny because the places that have a tab for us, the running joke is that they're going to be really disappointed in how often they have to see us
You're
because
right.
my band doesn't overdrink, and we never come close to touching the tab.
If we're being clear, like so, not to put anybody's business out there, but your drummer just had some heart issues, right?
Yeah.
So he's not going to drink a lot.
Right.
Your guitarist is a
Doesn't
straight
drink.
professional.
Right.
That guy doesn't drink,
doesn't
right?
drink.
My guitarist never has had a drink.
Never has had
Never.
a drink, so
he's
he doesn't
in his
drink.
30s and he's never had a drop.
So it's your band is just
Mhm.
not. That's just not what they do,
No.
right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and that's okay. They sound phenomenal, right?
A
They're
part of that
amazing.
is we don't get drunk.
yeah, part of that is they don't
Yeah.
get drunk.
Right.
So, God rest his soul, Toby Keith. God bless him. I went to a show of his one time. Bought a ticket. Price was really outrageous, right?
Uh-huh.
20 minutes in, guy couldn't perform.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Just hammered. I mean,
Wow.
freaking hammered.
Yeah.
And-
that Red Solo Cup song, man.
yeah,
I'll tell
but
you.
it's a good song. But I don't know if it was that or other things. But 20 minutes in, he couldn't perform because he was. And so that's one of the things I love about you guys is that you're family friendly. You have a drink from time to time, never overdo it. The rest of the band doesn't hardly drink at all. And
Well, I'll tell you, early on, we had played at VFW a couple of times. And have you ever seen that movie A Star Is Born?
yes, great movie.
And you've seen like Bradley Cooper be drunk out of his mind, but
Yep.
he could still play the heck out of what he was doing, right?
Yeah.
Well, I found out at this VFW that I could play.
You were that guy.
I could play and I could sing drunk,
But he couldn't talk.
but I couldn't talk. And that's a good portion of my show. So I realized at that point, I was like, okay, I can't ever get this far again because a good part of what I'm doing here is actually communicating.
yeah.
And if I run out of songs, now I have to try and work a tablet.
Yeah.
And that's hard to do drunk. so
So-
you're like tapping
Fun fact from the EMT side.
tapping people on the face. Like, why won't this open?
Because you're punching Billy in the face. Stop poking him. He's not the tablet.
It's the bouncer, and he's like, please stop. Please stop. I don't want to throw you out of here. You've been playing so well. This is your
Well,
last
isn't
shot.
this awkward?
Jamie, why is my tablet talking to me? Hey, Jesse Slaughter.
Yeah.
Stay over there,
Jesse
roll
is
my-
Jesse is the assistant chief at Granbury Fire
Yes.
up in Granbury.
From
does
the Burns podcast,
Yes, it
right?
tastes like burning podcast. Jesse he's a friend of mine, great guy, phenomenal assistant chief. They're a great department, so glad to have him on.
Hey, Taylor
So-
said he's the experience. I think she's talking about you, Chuck.
Oh,
So, I was
I'm an
gonna say,
experience, all right.
From an EMT standpoint, fun fact, right? Fun fact. You were talking about you could sing like the Dickens, but you couldn't talk.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that actually comes from two different parts of the brain?
Yes.
Which is why those that have Alzheimer's can actually sing some of their information versus being able to speak it.
Yes.
And that's why they teach those with Alzheimer's to be able to sing.
And if you have Alzheimer's in your family, then
Mhm.
you're encouraged to either learn a second language
Absolutely.
or learn an instrument. And that instrument, another instrument is vocal.
Absolutely.
And that's where it comes back to, if you look at a lot of the singers that look like they probably got picked on when they were kids,
Yeah.
they probably have a lisp or they have a stutter or they have something,
But you don't hear
but
it in
you
their song.
don't hear it in the songs.
Right.
And that's why your Keith Urbans or your Beatles or whatever, they don't sound British. They don't sound Australian
Yep.
when they sing, because what they were listening to, they sang what they heard.
Correct.
And what they heard was an American sound. Now he's still going to sound.
Completely different part of the brain. But
Yeah.
yes, when he talks, he's still going to sound like Keith
Unfortunately,
Urban.
Yeah.
that part of the brain doesn't work with me. I can't sing or
Well,
play
it
an
does. You just haven't
instrument.
opened up any freeways to get there. All you have is side roads. But
That back country road just didn't get there.
rolling down that old dirt road was the only life I'd
Man,
known.
I'm really glad our producers gave us a script for this one.
Hey, that's our fallback in case we need something.
Oh,
But no, Jesse, I don't know if you caught the message that we were having trouble with the Facebook version, which apparently is doing all right this time. Of course, we haven't seen any flipping back and forth over there. But we'll definitely hook up to get a collaborative podcast.
Absolutely.
And then I don't know if you guys can do it at the same time, but I can record it through StreamYard on my end. And what that does is there's no gap.
So what you're saying, could we do both podcasts at the same time and just
We-
record it at
We could. I don't know if we could do them both live. We might be able to.
It's a really good question, though.
But
that'd be a
Interesting.
cool thing
Yeah.
to do.
but
Be on both channels.
Yeah.
for the post recording, both of that, everything lines up on StreamYard independently, right? So
Sure.
everything loads up from his end on his side, everything loads up on my end on my side, and it all marries up to where you don't have to try and figure out how to marry everything up
Sure.
for whatever latency
Right.
and lag and delay there is.
Yeah.
So we'll be able to make that happen. And if we can get them both going live at the same time, because
That'd
I
be
think
so cool.
technology's kind of gotten to that
Yeah.
point now.
I think we could probably do that.
And I'm pretty sure we don't have that watery sound like you do with a Zoom call.
Right.
So that's another thing.
So their podcast is all fire, which of course I love because of my career. Ours is a little mix of Texas country and fire, a little mix of both. That being said,
I'm used to sitting here throwing out a question every now and again.
this unless we have a guest. And then I forget you're on the podcast.
This is so funny because
Because it's true.
I'm usually the guy who's just always talking and doesn't shut up.
Yeah.
And
Wait,
that's why
me on the
no, but that's why I love having you here, because you actually talk.
Yeah.
Gosh,
So-
it's hard doing it with somebody who doesn't talk.
Yeah, no joke. So speaking of right now and what we do this weekend, as this podcast
Yep.
drops,
Yep.
you have a very busy weekend. You have 4 shows.
Yeah. Well,
How's your voice?
I don't know. We're in the past right now.
Okay,
Um,
but to be fair, only one of them is a solo show, but it's only for 2 hours, so that helps.
Yeah, the band shows tend to be a little bit easier because a lot of the imperfections in the vocal are covered by just how cool my guys are on
Sure.
their instruments. So
God, your guys are so cool.
yeah, they're really cool.
So because he doesn't remember the shows, I can guarantee you he probably can't remember them right now.
What
So-
4 shows? No, hang on. What 4 shows do you have, Chuck?
Hold on. Jesse said, I think you're better at technology than me. I explained, I'm not the IT guy. I'm the idiot guy.
So
I love it, Jesse.
when I was on their podcast, he actually said that out, and he was like, "I'm not the IT guy. I'm the IoT guy," and it is hilarious. He said it, and I was like, "The IoT." He's an idiot. Oh, I'm the idiot. Yeah, yeah.
All right. So in my brain, I remember 2 of the shows.
You better remember
No,
at least one of
let's see.
them.
I remember.
If you don't remember at least one of them, we're
I remember
fighting.
3 of them. All right. So I know that we're going to be in the Villa in Green.
Yes,
And that's going to be a duo.
that's a duo.
I'm looking at Jamie because
know.
I have no idea.
I remember that we are going to have a band show for one of our young people who are
Yeah, one of your
super fans,
biggest fans.
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah,
Her sister. Yep.
And she is trying to up
that's
her
a
sister.
birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So she's upping her sister. Piper wanted to have us out there playing, but Paisley,
Wants the whole
she said, "I
band.
don't care about a cake. I don't care about presents.
I just want the
I want
band."
the
Yep.
whole band."
that's awesome.
So so we made an offer that that worked out for the family, and
Nothing. You go ahead.
she
So-
doesn't understand what you said. I can tell you that right now because I do that from the stage, and she looks at me like the same way she looked at you.
I want that date. I want to be able to send the gift.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, okay,
So-
cool.
It's the
Send me
same day
that.
as his birthday.
Yeah, there you go. It's July 26th.
I'm gonna need you to send me that date. Well, okay. To be fair, when's my birthday?
I
know when it is.
I know you know. You have a good reason to know.
I don't know. I don't know when my mom's birthday is. I don't know when my brother's birthday is. I don't know when anybody's
That's
birthday
fair.
is.
When's my
Uh,
birthday, Jamie?
May
I don't even have a-
17th.
Yes, May
I don't even have a
17th.
good excuse. Like my drummer, he remembers all kinds of stuff, and he had a building fall on his head. Like I have no good excuses.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Hang on. We're gonna get
Hold
to
on,
that.
let's go back to
4
the
shows.
Okay.
Well, I know 3 of them of the 4. I know we have the Villa in Green. We have that's a duo. We have Paisley's birthday party,
Yes.
which is a private show. So no, not everybody can come out to that one. Sorry. That's a band show. And then we have Monte Carlo night,
There we go. Okay.
and that's going to be a full band show. And Brad Jensky is going to do a solo opener on that one for us, and that's going to be fantastic because he is
I'm
the redneck rock star.
I'm so excited about having him open for you guys.
Redneck
Rancher.
Redneck
He's the redneck rancher.
Yeah, redneck.
The redneck rock star. The Rockstar Rancher. Yeah, the
That's it.
Mikey Good is the
Whatever it is.
redneck rock
Yeah.
star.
So-
He's the co-writer on the song. Comes Up.
Anyways, Brad Jensky, I'm so excited. Yeah, we don't. know
Nobody
his
cares
nickname.
what you have to say, Chuck. Just shut up.
That's not it.
Anyway.
None of us know his nickname. So Brad Jensky was actually in the running to be our headliner for Monte Carlo night last year, and you beat him out just on preference or whatever else. But I'm a fan of Brad Jensky. I think he's wonderful. So to have you both open or to both do Monte Carlo night, wow!
Yeah.
With it, this thing is going to be off the charts.
What's funny is Taylor says, Dad says Texas has the best side roads.
He's talking about.
Oh,
when-
so
Taylor, they're not side roads.
exactly.
They're back roads.
No. What
No,
she's
the
talking about is
access
the access
roads.
roads.
Oh.
So if you get outside
gotcha.
of Texas,
yeah, they don't have.
they don't exist, right? You have
Right.
a clover leaf on and a clover leaf off, and if you get stuck, you get stuck.
In Louisiana, they don't even use the shoulder to turn.
Yeah, well,
Oh
that's
my
true.
God.
They just
That's
stay
true.
there.
They just
I'm
stay
like,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
People
What are you
turn,
doing?
Get in the shoulder and turn.
In
and
the
So
it's
when we
great.
came to
just
Texas,
stop.
when we came to Texas, and I realized that there was this entire road that runs the entire length of the freaking freeway. So if there's a wreck, you can just get
off.
on it and keep moving. I was like, that's the most ingenious thing ever.
Mhm.
Am I
I've
clipping?
seen
I feel
that.
like I'm clipping.
That's okay. I normalize everything and I put a limiter on it. We're good.
Right.
There you go, Jesse. Normalize that puts everything at a certain level, and then put a limiter on the main, and that will prevent everybody from clipping.
Okay, short.
What was the fourth one?
There we go. Thank you.
Because it's
Yes, let's
actually
get back to
Show
that.
number
Four shows.
4 is at Western Edge.
Western Edge.
And that's a
yes.
solo.
Where's
in
that?
Fredericksburg.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
And it's a solo for 2 hours. So it's that's on a Thursday night.
So what's fun is I actually tried to get into Western Edge for a long time. So that, anybody who's hearing this that can make it out to that one, we'd love to have you out there, because I tried for a while to get
Yeah.
in, and she's a sweet lady. She's had a lot of my friends in there, but
What if I up the ante for that show?
I don't know what that means, but go ahead.
What if we
I know what
bring
upping
some-
the ante means,
what-
but I don't know. I don't know. I
What
don't know
if
what you're talking about.
What if we bring some gear to give away, either rhythm and rescue gear or something of that nature, to give away at that show, to say, hey, if you come out to this show, we're going to give this away, but you have to tell us you listen to the podcast.
Yeah,
That'd
I
be
think.
cool.
Yeah, let's bring that out there and
Let's do it.
and
Yeah.
Let's see how many
How's
people.
my schedule?
I
I need to make sure
Yeah.
I'm available.
It's the Thursday before Monte Carlo. 27, 26, 25.
So those
July
that are
25th.
for those that
tomorrow.
are tuning in the future, this is what happens,
So far,
Earl.
so good.
This is
Yeah,
this
I'm
is what it
open.
looks like.
Well, go ahead and put it on the schedule. We're going to Fredericksburg. Hey,
There
I'll
you
be
go.
in Fredericksburg.
Yeah, cheers. Me too.
By the way. Yeah, if I don't show up, no one knows. If you don't show up, they're going to really
No.
realize.
But we're
So the
real.
whole point of the
Scott singing.
4 shows that week was that it's going to be there's a lot that week.
Yeah.
Extremely busy.
Wait a minute. I'm the third show in that week. Protect your voice.
You're the 4th
You're the
show
fourth.
that week.
Oh my gosh, protect your voice.
Well, the good news is like I said, for
Brad Jenske
Paisley's
can go
birthday
on for
party,
you?
that's no.
Oh, sorry.
Come
so
on. Now.
no, the
He
Green-
does
the-
play some of my
the
music
Villa
though.
at Green is a duo with him and Lewis. So that means it's a little bit more of a relaxed show. 'cause
Yeah.
it's on a Wednesday.
It's
Sure.
a really cool spot if you've never been there.
Chill.
Right.
They have a really nice built-in audience at that spot. So any musicians that
Mhm.
tune in and catch this, Villa, go check them out in
Green,
Green.
yeah.
They're a wonderful
Western
spot.
Edge is a 2 hour, so that's not bad.
And
2
I
hours.
think it's an indoor. I think they do the bands
I'm
outside.
going to be honest.
so-
I'm worried about the birthday show. I know how much you care for your people and how much they follow you around. I'm worried that you're going to go all out on that
How
birthday
many hours
show.
did we do for that one?
I don't know if that's 2 or
I want to say
3.
that was a 2.
I need to double check with.
I'm
Serena.
pretty sure it was a 2, and I think because of the cut rate
Yeah,
that we did
so
for
it might
that.
be
So
2.
I might be wrong, but I
but
think it's only 2.
Again, it's with the band, which is going to help because he doesn't have to stress himself as much because it is with the band.
Yeah, so it only ends up being about 7 hours. And as long as we're not doing a podcast the night before, well, over
Which
the
we're
course
not.
over the
We're
course
not.
of
Yeah.
leading up to it, I found out that when we do 3 hours of podcast before I go do a show,
Yeah.
It messes with you. I
it really
bet.
does.
Yeah.
I don't even think about it, because who thinks about talking as being something that's going to affect your
Yeah,
singing?
but nobody sits around and talks for 3 hours.
Right,
You do
right,
too.
and that's the thing. But we do. So
When we get together, yes, we don't shut up. It's true.
it's
I
hilarious.
bet if we
because-
ever went on a road trip to Dallas, it would be fun.
Oh
Uh,
gosh.
I don't know, man. I'm not good in a car.
Uh,
I'm not.
You haven't ridden with me.
I am the worst company in a car.
He is.
Like, I will sit there and I'll just be like, all right, cool. Cool story. I want to listen to my podcast.
So, Katie, can you tell them how I am in a car?
Singing show tunes.
No, no, just the opposite. I'm with you. As a matter of fact, so my captain is, how old is Captain DeLucia? 58?
I think so.
Yeah.
something like
So my captain, we were getting ready to go,
my captain.
we were getting ready to go to the conference, and he was going to ride in somebody else's vehicle, and I was supposed to have a teenager in my vehicle, and my captain was like,
Immediate
I
earbuds.
think we should change. Like, this isn't gonna work. Like, and we didn't speak on the way back from conference. Not a word. We drove the entire way in silence, and it was amazing.
It's
It
like
was
a
so
2-hour
good.
drive.
On the way there, we talked a little bit just because we had to talk some business. But on the way back, it was complete and utter silence. And neither one of us was uncomfortable. We thought it was amazing.
So on the way to visit our family, it's a 17-hour drive, and there are literally hours of that stretch where the kids are asleep and we just sit. And there's no talking, and I fall asleep and he just rides.
So I just had somebody on my TikTok, Virginia, come up and say everyone should go to Monte Carlo night, which I completely agree with. And then
So do
she
I.
tagged Callum Store. Callum Store is the people. Sherman Callum is the guy who does our gun raffle.
Oh,
And
yes.
he
Great raffle. Great
is
raffle.
this guy is amazing. Last year it was 2 pearl-handled 6-shooters with gun belt. I mean, it was just phenomenal. This is happening, by the way, this Saturday. When you're listening to this Saturday, if tickets are still available, you need to get them because the gun raffle, the live auction, Chuck Weimer on stage.
Do you have the sponsors in your head, or do we need to get
I
those?
have them here.
Okay, Jamie, go ahead and give
Between
a list
Jamie and Nikita,
of the
they can do the
sponsors.
sponsors.
You got
Yeah.
them up there? You got them on your phone?
Or
too?
Nikita. Nikita,
if
go
you
ahead.
want to pull them up, I was actually pulling up what's going to be on that gun raffle.
Okay, so
Because
Oh,
I
do you
have the
already have
list.
that? He
I
already
have
has
the
that?
list.
Oh, good.
good. So sponsors so far, for the chief sponsor, it's Volta Belting.
With that, I want to just big shout out to Mike at Volta Belting. They came last year. They brought a party bus.
Wow.
Oh no!
Oh,
yeah. I
They
remember
brought
that.
a party bus, bought 2 tables. Well, this year they're the chief spot. He had so much fun. Of course, he ended up winning the gun
I'm
belt.
pretty sure
Yeah.
I was outside when they came
Was that the
in.
table that had multiple winners?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course, they bought out
Mhm.
two full tables. This year he's the chief sponsor. He's the head sponsor. But he's like, oh, we're bringing a crew. And how many
He
tables
has
did he buy?
5
He bought
tables right
5
now.
tables this
5
year.
tables.
That's 50 people.
Oh my god.
Yes. So he's bringing his entire Volta Belting staff to Monte Carlo night.
Wow,
I'm so
nice.
thank you, Mike.
Yeah.
We love you. Thank you.
So the captain sponsors is Brown Dodge Jeep Ram. Looks like we're still looking for the lieutenant one.
Yes.
Okay, so
Who
we
wants
still
to be a lieutenant?
we
Come
need a
on.
lieutenant sponsor. Firefighter sponsors Made of Tomato Girls.
We love them.
Yeah.
Love those guys.
Yeah, oh my
Yeah,
God, they're
those.
amazing.
Yeah, Heather and her family are
Sayla
just fantastic.
is now running that entire business. She's 16 years old. She's running that entire business
And doing
As
stuff
well
with
as
the
and
going
Yes.
doing
EMT
EMT
school.
school and fire school.
Mhm.
William Madden says it is 12 o'clock. It's midnight there, so
Oh.
loves us and thanks for the laughs. But good
Yeah.
night. God
night,
bless
Will.
from Pennsylvania.
Love you, Will.
Will, you have a great night. Thanks for tuning in, buddy.
Cadet level is Morales Feed and Supply, Get More Insurance Service, and Lytle State Bake. The casino tables, Divine Acres, Chaparral Ford, and Medina Electric. And silent auction door prizes from HEB and Bill Miller Barbecue, Fire Department Coffee, and Tito's Handmade Vodka.
Jessica Hamilton's going to bed as well. Good night.
Good night, Jess.
Jessica.
Thank you. Awesome.
So, great sponsors.
Oh, shoot. Before we forget, for those that are here, we do have a winner
Oh,
Oh yeah.
on the
We got to do our
subscribers.
giveaway.
Sorry, before
It's the
everybody
big
bails
winners
out.
giveaway.
Congratulations to Philip Laston. We did a randomized drawing on that one, and Philip Laston is the winner. So
Philip Laston, congratulations.
we will reach out to him, and hopefully he left his contact info.
Yeah.
If not, I'm gonna have to send a message through
We'll
through
track it
YouTube.
down.
We'll,
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
figure out a
figure
way
it
to get
out.
to him. But
I'll use my investigative
first winner on the
skills.
hat. So
Philip,
congratulations.
congratulations, man. And in case you didn't see him, look, if we can get to 100 subscribers, we'll give the other one away. Are you going to give Philip choice? Is that kind of how this is going to work?
No. I think I'm just gonna go. Well, unless I don't think he's tuned in tonight.
The
So
yellow one was the initial one.
Yeah, that was
shown
the
So
to
this
us.
was the initial?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Philip has that one. Good job, Philip. You get this one. That means this one's still up for grabs if we get to
Only-
100 subscribers.
only if we get to 100 tonight.
Hub subscribers, 100 subscribers tonight.
I don't know what we're gonna do other than that, but that's where we're starting.
Yes, you do. You're going to keep it.
We'll wear it around.
I'm not even mad about it. I
Just
get it.
trying
They're
to
good
find a
hats.
way
Gonna
to
wear it
keep
around.
And it's because that's a humdinger.
Anyway, go ahead. Carry on, Jamie.
That's it. That's all the sponsors.
Okay. So we got some great sponsors for Monte Carlo night.
Absolutely.
And of course, our band is going to be up there. We're going to give you the best show that we can give you. We do have 4 shows that weekend, but we're still going to have a good time. And I don't
So
have it.
for those on TikTok that are watching, that's for July 27th, which for the podcast is just around the corner. So get your tickets. Where you can get tickets from?
You can get tickets at divinefire.com. We have an online option to buy tickets. You can also come by the station or email auxiliary@divinefire.org, and we can set up a meet and greet or something of that nature to get tickets.
You
bought.
can even
Yeah.
email chief@divinefire.org or call the station. We'll
Mhm.
if you just get in contact with us, we will find a way to get you tickets if you
Absolutely.
really
Send
want to
us
go.
a message on Facebook,
Yeah.
something of that nature.
Send a
We'll-
message on
we'll make sure you
rhythmandrescue@gmail.com too, because
Yeah,
you
we'll
know,
we'll
absolutely.
find a way to get it out. and
everybody, all of us
$100,
have
right?
access.
It's
$100 per
$100 a
ticket. Yeah.
It's $100.
But
a
for that
ticket.
$100, you get your meal, you get Chuck Weimer on stage, you get one drink per person at least,
drink per ticket.
alcoholic beverage if you'd like. You get the opportunity to play the games. You get how much?
It's $1,000.
$1,000 in funny money for the games. I mean, you get to go gamble. You get Chuck Weimer on stage. You get a great meal, all for $100 a person. Listen,
You also
Chuck, if you
get-
took Jamie out for a night out, right, and you went to dinner, went to the casino, listened to a band, how much would that cost you?
I couldn't take Jamie to a casino. Like we don't have that kind of budget.
Right, right,
But we definitely couldn't do it for $100.
right,
And
exactly. So
especially if she wanted to get fed.
that's what
So-
I'm saying. So just keep that in mind. So I got the
It's
guns
funny.
here for
By the way, and the desserts.
I say that.
Oh my gosh. Well,
Well, and Mado Tomato Girls are making some of the desserts that'll be there this year.
Oh man.
Oh, are they
There were
really?
some
They
really
really
good.
are.
oh my gosh.
That's
So-
funny though. I dropped Jamie off at a casino with $20. She came out with $100. So
I did.
I'm
Yeah.
teasing when I say I can't.
I was like, yes, I won $100. I'm out of here.
So
I will
if I go to
actually
if I go to a
and
casino,
take-
I play tables, right? I like blackjack, right? Whatever. My wife went. She was like, "Oh, I'm gonna play slots. I'm gonna be very conservative." She won like $1,000. I lost everything. I was like, "What the crap?"
I don't
So,
win that much. I was happy with the 100.
I like to go to the poker room, right?
Sure,
And what I'm doing is I'm paying for a good time.
of
Right?
course.
I'm not gambling. I'm 99%
That's
sure I'm not going to
that's
win,
how we
Yeah,
but
that's how
I'm
we
going to
play.
spend some time.
We
right?
take the money we would spend on a day night and we go.
Yeah. So I go and I sit down at a poker table, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually pretty good at poker.
Sure.
So all the subtitles, they go away when I play poker.
This
But
is
I'll
why
go
I don't
sit
play
down
poker.
and
It's like
and-
my whiskey
and,
face.
You know, I've out of
Full
100,
house.
what was it, 150 people at the one place we went, I was 8.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that's good.
like, but I
That
slow
was
play.
quite a
you
few
know?
years ago.
Yeah,
though.
that was many years ago, back when I was playing a lot of poker.
sure.
I had just got back from Iraq, and we were playing poker with SF all the time.
Yeah.
because we had the Camp Taji.
Because you had
Hotel-
nothing else to do.
Camp
We did the
Taji
same
Hotel
thing
and
on the-
Casino.
It was
Yeah,
e-
the
it
ship
was
the
either
same way.
it was either
Yeah.
poker or
Things.
dominoes, right? Like
Yeah.
that's what you
We
play.
didn't play dominoes. We just play poker.
Fair enough.
Ours was
Yeah.
poker and spades.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
And nobody thinks the cute little blonde girl can play poker, so that's the only reason I
The
ever
group
won.
the group would bring over the liquor, and we'd have the cards and chips and everything, because I had chips, and yeah, we just sit there and we'd play poker all night, and they cheat.
go. They do.
They cheat.
There's some
man.
cheating sons of
They
guns,
cheat. We actually,
but they're good at it too.
What's funny though, we messed with a buddy of mine who was acting kennel master at the time. We basically set him up with was the second best hand. We set him up with 4 aces.
Yeah.
Right, we had set up the deck. He had 4 aces, but the person he was going to be betting
Like
against,
a straight flush.
straight flush
Yeah.
draw.
Well,
right,
we did the
royal
same
flush
thing to
draw.
Dustin at the
Yeah, that's where we got the idea
house.
from.
Yeah.
Because Danny was in on that, and so yeah, we set him up like that, and man, he threw everything in, and he lost. He was so mad.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he was so mad.
That's a bad beat. That's supposed to win.
Yeah.
Ah, sorry, dude.
Yeah,
Okay,
That's
so
why
we
they
got
call it poker.
totally off the
So-
rails.
Yes. So the guns that are going to be available for that night: a CVA Cascade 223 threaded barrel camo stock 660, Savage A222 semi with threaded barrel walnut thumbhole stock, handguns, American Classic stainless steel 1911 9mm walnut grips. That's a beautiful piece. Heritage 22 long rifle, 22 mag, pearl bird's head grips, another beautiful piece. Sherman does us so good. He goes out and he finds specialty pieces. Because when I talked to him originally, I said, "Look, Sherman, I don't want to get something I can just get in your everyday store, right? You do a great business, I get that, but I want something that somebody's not just going to come into Callum's store and get." And he said, "I got you." and he went out and found us pieces that would bring money to benefit
Mhm.
the academy, that would benefit us raising a little bit of money.
Yeah.
And this
And
is
he-
the card one, right? Where they
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
come in, you buy a card, they rip it in half, you get half, the other half goes in the drawing, we draw whichever, and then, whichever card wins. But he does an amazing job, and he does this. I can't say enough about Sherman Callum. Sherman Callum and Callum Store really represents the heart of Divine, Texas. I mean, they really do. They're all about, being local. They're all about taking care of their community. And when it comes to the kids, he will go above and beyond to make sure that they will get whatever they need. So when I tell you that you're going to get the best firearms possible, I mean it, because I know how Sherman Callum is. So
Well, I just remember last year he had a great set of 6-shooters, and
They were
along
beautiful.
with a leather belt with double holsters.
that
and
leather gun belt, by the way, was made particularly for us. There's not another one like it in the world. It was a one of a kind
that
piece.
belt was
By
worth-
itself.
Yeah.
Yes.
You could have been in the running just to get the belt, and
Yes.
you would have felt like you won.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was a fantastic.
Do I need to make sure you have a little bit of cash to be able to buy a couple of those little?
I want some
cards?
tickets this year. Yeah, I want some tickets this year. We got a few pew pews around the house, but
Yeah.
there's some pretty nice collector stuff that comes
Mhm.
out there, and functional. So
And-
don't think that they're all. It's not like cap guns that
No.
look like that. No, they're usable. Like
you're
you
spot
can-
on. They're
Yeah.
collector pieces, but they are very usable
Yeah,
collector
you,
pieces.
You could walk out and handle business and protect your home with them,
Absolutely.
but they're going to be some nice looking pieces. The revolvers were beautiful. He had an AR there too, didn't he? I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there was an AR
That
out there.
he self builds.
I
Like
don't-
he
everybody
manufactures
loves
it.
the AR. I bring it up only for that reason, but yeah, there was an AR out there.
It's no different than the other rifle.
It's
I mean,
it's
really
22, man.
Yeah.
It's-
It's not anything.
everybody
crazy.
who served in the military knows it's just a 22
That's all it is.
with
It's
a
not-
tumbling round.
That's it.
But for whatever reason, the news has made that the most popular.
Well, because they
weapon in the
don't
world.
they don't understand. We're not going to go politics here, but
No,
they
no.
don't
They-
they
just-
don't understand
They
the
made it
firearm at all.
scary. They made
Yeah.
it scary. It's kind of funny because
Well,
the
the fact, that
9mm.
the fact that they use AR
much-
that it means assault rifle.
Right,
No,
yeah.
it doesn't.
Armalite.
Like, come on. It's the manufacturer of the firearm.
Armalite, yeah,
Yeah.
That's
Anyway.
What
kind of
else
funny.
is on our-
Oh yeah,
No, we've covered all of it.
did we?
Yeah, we did. I was looking at that earlier. We covered it all, and
Wow.
That's how good we are,
I'm
producer Jamie.
impressed.
We
Well,
can get off topic and
hold
still
on,
cover the whole
hold
thing.
on, hold on. You got to give them credit because they did bring us back to cover. what
Very
was on
much
it.
so.
And I
We
will
were
point
so
out.
off
I will
topic.
point out where production has helped us out. Right. Production said Chuck shows.
Yeah.
Production said Monte Carlo night, and production did say whiskey.
Oh yeah,
So-
whiskey and 50 subscribers and Derek's commitment. They
Well-
made sure we talked about all those.
I think we covered the 50 on our own. I think we remember
Yeah.
that one, but the other stuff it was 3 out of 6, like 50%. Production was like, so what about this? No, but that's good. That's why we have them.
And that's why she will be here while I go to Colorado.
So what's going on TikToks? Anything? Because I know we've
No.
kind of neglected that.
Oh,
Good.
Virginia says we do appreciate all the kind words for Callum Sherman, and the crew really appreciate it. Well, I wouldn't speak it if it wasn't true. That's just the honest to goodness. That's how I feel about you guys. You guys, I love you to death. Of course, they're right down from my house too. I live
I don't
2
even
houses
know
down.
them, but I love everything you guys did.
Have you
for
ever been
that
to Callum
podcast-
Store?
for that event?
No.
So
Oh,
Callum Store
it's-
it's a very unique little store. I love it to death because it's literally firearms and beer.
Ah,
That's what it is. It's firearms and beer. That's what you can get there. If nothing says South Texas like firearms
Two
and
things
beer.
you can't do together, but you can buy
But you
together.
can buy them together. That's right. I love it to death. So they're amazing. I love the people, all the Callums. They're just amazing. They really are. So the newspaper in town is ran by a Callum.
Uh-huh.
I mean, just that. It's just they're just really good people, and they really help our town greatly.
Now, I don't know how all this is coming across on TikTok because I know that we're not wired up to TikTok. So if you guys can't hear certain things, let us know that kind of stuff. That way
Yeah.
we can try and figure out a way to handle this production side of it better. We're trying to make sure that we give the best quality show to as many people as we can. And I know that sometimes it doesn't always come across that
Correct.
way, but if people
Yeah.
they're like, man, we'll put up with you because it seems fun.
Because these guys are somewhat funny.
You guys are laughing and drinking and having a good time, and we like watching it, you know?
She said we're the real AFT, alcohol, firearms, and tobacco.
No lie. No lie.
They do all of that.
That's funny.
So anyway, you got anything before we turn off the Spotify version, the recorded version of this?
Only thing I would say is, Chuck Weimer, it's always a pleasure to do this podcast with you. You've become one of my best friends.
The pleasure is mine, and you are way too kind, sir.
So I'll have
humble
one
as
more
always.
episode with you guys before I go.
Aw.
To Colorado, yeah.
Jamie's only
So
gonna
we
get one
should
more
tell
episode.
everybody, like, you go to Colorado, one, obviously to help,
Mhm.
but two, that helps fund your guys' music.
Yes, it does. What if
So-
we do this? What if we do this? What if we have Jamie and Nikita?
Go to Colorado, we're screwed.
It's a party. We'll bring Robert over. We'll be good.
Oh my
What if we
God.
have-
R2D2.
R2D2. He'll chaperone.
That's a callback.
What? That's a way.
That's a way
callback.
callback.
Yeah.
What if we have Jamie and Nikita come in next week? They can be on camera if they want or not,
No, I don't
because-
need to be on camera.
because I know that they both said they don't want to be on camera.
Sure.
But we have them both on mic. So, what if we ask them questions next week?
Ooh, I like that.
And we give them an opportunity to prepare, right?
Sure.
But we basically interview
Our wives
our producers.
and producers.
I'll interview your wife. You interview mine. But
Okay,
I
that'll
don't need
work.
to interview my wife. I know where she is.
And same. So,
yeah,
you know.
and you know yours. So, but no.
Ladies, what do you think?
I'm in.
I guess.
Oh, Jamie can't say no now.
I think it would be great. You know, I think we could learn a lot about our producers by doing this, because they
Yeah.
both are exceptional women who, by the way, don't just support us. They have other things
Well,
going on.
we're going to give them a platform to be able to also say the things that they do behind the scenes that
the way we actually operate.
that we pretend we don't have them doing. You know, like it's going to be so what do you do for the podcast, and they're going to be like, "Well, so glad you asked." What you don't realize is while you're acting a fool over there,
Yeah,
this is
over
what
here
we're doing,
all
trying to
of
make
this
it. Yeah.
stuff.
So yeah, so next week for the recorded version, we're gonna have Jamie and Nikita are going to be our guests. We're not going to bring anybody else in. We're going to talk to them, and
Are we gonna do
both at the
two-
same time or one each.
No, both at the same time. Let's do it together.
I think
Yeah.
it'd be a little bit more fun for them to be able to do both
Absolutely.
at the same time.
They
All
get
right.
to
So-
sit in our seats. We sit in theirs. I mean,
But
on
what I'm
camera,
not gonna be on
Yeah,
camera.
they don't want to be on camera.
But so then I would say maybe we could tell people if they have questions. they
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
could
To shoot 'em in,
email.
absolutely.
So if you
Yeah.
got questions, you can send them to the Rhythm and Rescue page on Facebook or for production, right? Don't send the questions about us. If you got questions about us, we're going to probably save them for a following episode,
Right.
which we may do the same night. But if you have questions for our production team, Jamie and Nikita, send the questions to the Rhythm and Rescue Facebook page or the YouTube page or at rhythmandrescue@gmail.com. And then we will be able to have those questions ready. We'll ask them while we're on the air.
Yep.
And then y'all tune in or wait for it to drop. I mean,
Love it.
I think it's what, maybe about 6 weeks from now, 4 weeks, 5 weeks,
No.
whatever
July
it is.
31st is when.
Well, we
the-
did 2
this
tonight.
one would
We
drop.
got 2 in the books.
Wow.
Yeah, we got 2 in the backlog. They're already loaded and ready to go.
So this will drop
These
just
two.
before August.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So this one that you're gonna have us two on
Mhm.
will drop on July 31st, right before I leave.
Yep, right before Jamie leaves and goes
I
up
think
the
that'll be
mountains
great.
to make me a bunch of money to be able to do music because she's my sugar mama.
Hey, dude, I got one too. Don't get me wrong. Like, people all the time are like, Chief, you make a lot of money. I'm like, I make the second most in my family.
You know what's funny is we've had people accidentally confuse how much work we're doing with we have money.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that happens for us so
You
often.
should see. Did you see Jamie's face just now?
Yeah.
The camera can't see this. Jamie's face was like.
If they realized how much work we put in to make so little.
So we put out a post on Facebook the other day that was talking about something we were doing. I had to work and then
It was
was
for
doing
Father's
something
Day.
else.
So I did a
Sure.
post
Yeah.
for Father's Day about, the fact that he works a job 3 nights a week.
Right.
That's the main income job, basically.
Yeah.
The pay our bills, pay our insurance, that kind of stuff. Does the music multiple nights a week. Does look over your there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
honey, slide
Does,
that piece over
um,
real quick. Otherwise, we're
on
gonna
the
lose
Does the
TikTok.
music multiple nights a week?
Well,
Does
stand up.
we go to the studio. We go. He writes. He co-writes. Like we'd have sports events. There's all sorts of
You gotta
stuff
slide
that
it right in.
happens.
There you go.
Just put the puzzle together.
Yeah.
Got it. We're good. Go
Um,
ahead.
That's
So,
hilarious.
That's what I had posted was about just all the stuff that he does that people don't realize.
Right.
Well, our producer was telling us that he had a couple of people who were like, I didn't know, that told him that they didn't realize Chuck still had a regular job as
Yeah.
well. I don't know where yours went.
Keep going. It's there. You go.
Yeah,
now
it's
it came
there.
up.
So they didn't realize he had a regular job as well.
Yeah. So you know, it is amazing to me. So we talked about it. I went to conference, whatever. When I was at conference, they were like, "Oh, Chief, you're making that chief money," and I'm like, "Whoa, whoa."
It's a volunteer.
I'm quite literally the lowest paid chief in Texas. So, other than free, right? Like
For-
the
for
volunteer
now.
guys don't make any. But
For
if
now.
it wasn't for the free guys, I would be the lowest paid chief in Texas. For good reason. Don't get me wrong. I come from a very small base. It was never about the money for me ever. I started for free. I didn't actually accept $1 until I could pay other people.
Yeah.
Wouldn't accept dollars until I could pay other people. I don't necessarily need it. But yeah, when people are like, "Oh, you're making that chief money," I'm like, "Do you even know what that means?" Because that's not what we are. Like, I can't make that chief money.
Yeah. So that's kind of the whole thing is that people think
Yes,
because we're in the studio so much because
because of the work we put in, they think
Right.
we make that money,
Yeah.
and we should, but we
that's-
don't.
That is a good thing though, because people will see that you're doing so much, they just figure there's got to be a reason for it, right? And the reason is you work hard.
it's hard
Yeah.
work.
and
Yeah.
that's how it happens.
But
Well-
that's why, we need like sponsors
Sure.
and people who
So if you're listening to this and you want to
Yes.
sponsor us,
yeah, no
Yes.
doubt.
we're all for it.
Look, we don't care what you're sponsoring, whether it's the fire department or whether it's the
Chuck?
music or
Yep.
whether it's the podcast in general.
Yep.
Yeah.
We could definitely use sponsors because that helps everything out, because everything is we do all of it for free.
Mhm.
Now obviously we get paid for doing music, but the music basically pays
It's
for
going
music.
back to, like, for example, we have a
Okay.
new song going to radio here soon that we have to pay a pretty penny
We play a lot.
Yeah.
for our radio
It's a lot.
promoter to
And I
push it out for
And
us.
I get paid as a chief, but I turn around and put all that back into the back end of the department, whether
Yeah.
it's promotion or whether it's, food for my team or whatever the case may be.
I'm a firm believer. You get what you pay for.
Yeah.
So if you want a lot, you got to pay a lot. I mean,
Absolutely.
You got to pay.
I'm with you.
You got to pay a fair rate for what you're trying to get.
Yep.
Mhm.
You're talking about. I'm looking for a guy who's got 50 years in the music business to be my radio promoter.
Yeah.
Well, I'm paying for 50 years
Of-
in the music
of
business.
experience.
You
Yep.
know,
and
I-
contacts and
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, those
all the
contacts
people he
that
met along the way.
are invaluable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, we can go find that person who's got 5,
Yeah.
10, but I'm
You're
gonna
gonna get what
I
you pay for. That's 100% right. Yep.
And so many people don't have the buy-in at the beginning.
Yeah.
And you have to show them that,
Yes.
okay, this is my why.
Yes.
You can have your
Yeah.
own, but this
Yep.
is what we're building and this is what we're doing.
And on top of that, you
Takes
also
work.
have to demonstrate that if you're doing if things are a business, then you're treating it like a business.
100%.
Right?
Absolutely.
I'm not a bar band guy, right? We will play in the bar, but I'm not a bar band,
Right.
right? My guys are not bar band.
Right.
My guys are we're putting music out to radio. We're trying to further a career as professional musicians where we're going to be out at arenas, we're going to be at stadiums, we're going to be at
Yeah.
whatever the biggest places they'll let us go. We're not trying, as much as we love playing these places, like we'll never stop
Of
playing
course.
bars, because that's where people get to go out and have a good time and dance and everything. And apparently a lot of stadiums, they don't let you dance. Like you got to sit,
What?
you got to sit in
Yeah.
your seat and just not move. And that's
That's
another
lame.
thing that we
I'd probably be thrown out of that stadium
we'll
because I
play
would
those
get up and
places,
dance.
but that's not what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we're trying to. That's our goal. We want to be, playing stages and arenas, and we want to go
Opening
play.
for bigger
Red
acts.
Rocks,
Well,
you know,
and let's
all
be
that.
clear, it's not we're not saying we don't make money at what we do.
Right.
Right.
We just turn around and put it right back into the
Exactly.
business.
Reinvest in it.
Like,
Yeah.
I make a decent salary with the fire department. Don't get me wrong, but I reinvest every ounce of it because if we're going to build it to where it needs to be, it takes that. Same with your, I know you make decent money as a musician, but you're turning around and putting every ounce of that back into promoting the band.
Yeah,
Which is why he still has
A sugar mama. Yeah.
well, and still has a
Me too.
full-time job. And granted, his full-time job is only 3 nights a week.
Sure.
12 and a half hours.
Yeah, I was going to say they're
But,
12-hour shifts.
That because of that type of schedule, 4 days out of that week is able to go towards music. So we're able to do a lot with music, but it's only because we have that full-time job that we can put all this other money back right into the music to keep growing it and getting it better and better and better.
Well, you're doing a great job, and we love you for it.
Just for the recording side of it, I mean, we put back $30,000 to $40,000 in just to record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't include promotion. That doesn't include anything else. That's just to record.
Yeah.
And
that's just
over
it.
4 to 5 years.
The amount of money you're making is great, but it all goes back into that very thing, right?
Or buying equipment, right?
Yeah, you got to.
We're doing small places. We gotta provide our own speakers and subs and everything, and we want to give the best show we can.
Well, just the transportation, the van, the trailer,
I didn't
right?
even count that.
Yeah, but all of that plays into it, right?
Yes.
And this is why Jamie does things like when you're going to Louisiana for the Manning camp, she finds a way to make it a tax write-off.
Gotta make it a write-off.
Yes.
So you're playing a show, Chuck. I don't care if you want to or not.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that way we can write that thing off, and that's why I go to Colorado.
Well, this got like super deep and almost sad at the end here.
Not sad, just different.
Realist.
So the way we
Being
were talking
real.
about it's like almost depressing. So my name's Chuck Weimer.
I'm Chief Atkinson.
I'm producer Jamie, and music is fun.
It is fun.
So's fire.
And I'm Nikita.
We're having a great time, y'all. Don't ever misconstrue what we're trying to say here.
We just want some help.
It just got a little deep toward the
We
end
just
here.
want some help.
Treat your dreams like a hobby. They're just going to stay dreams. Don't throw snowballs at brick walls
They don't come
because
back.
they're not going to come down. And we'll catch you next time. Thanks for tuning in.
I still don't understand that.
If you throw it in a brawl, it's going to fall and bust.
What?
TikTok, we love you
What?
both.
That was some Joe Biden shit there, bro. The hell did you just say?
If you throw the snowball at the wall, it's going to bust, which is why I don't.
If you throw the one snowball,
If you throw the ball at the snowball,
and
the 14-year-old smells like strawberries.
and we beat Medicare. If you throw the snowball at the brick walls, and well, we beat
Anybody that thinks that guy,
we-
hang on, TikTok
we
still
we
up.
beat
Hang on, TikTok still up.
we beat Medicare. They're both dumb. I don't know.
They're both dumb.
Are we gonna do an after dark?
I don't care.
I haven't been paying enough attention.
We got an
to-
after
to
dark. You
TikTok.
guys want an after dark? If you do, let us know. Well, I think I've only got a couple people on mine. You got 4. I got 2 or 3 on mine.
You want to
Virginia, good night. Thank you. Good night,
you want to
Virginia.
reset at one time and just do an after dark for I don't know 15, 20 minutes?
So turn them off and turn it back on with an after dark.
We can do that.
All right. So
We're
if
gonna
you're
kill
on
it.
TikTok, we're gonna do an after dark. Basically, we're not gonna be recording it. It's gonna be unedited, unfiltered, and we're gonna
Unplugged.
Basically, we're just gonna say what's on our minds. We're gonna answer questions. We're actually gonna be able to pay attention. So if Taylor, if you're still on, I'm sorry, I haven't been paying attention. It's probably better to be on your dad's.
If you're on right now, we're about to shut it down, but we will be restarting it in just a second. So come right back.
We're going to answer questions, so come back and join us.
And
okay?
Chuck's gonna continue drinking balconies.
I might still have some of that bird dog. I like it.
That's right there.
I know.
I'm gonna grab
You
this
okay if I have 1 or 2 more bits?
before Jamie says no. You know what
So
I
up
like?
in the corner, up in the right-hand corner, there should be a power.
You got 2 new.
Okay, swipe to the
cool.
left. Hang on. Go down, swipe to the left.
This was a
Left.
good one.
Other direction. There you go. Now go up to the power.
Oh,
There you go.
that's right. We got to go close this
And
out
now.
too.
There you go. Let it sit for a minute.